How's it going, everyone? Vandrin here with another episode of Daily Spell, where every day we highlight one spell from 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, go over the basic information of the spell, discuss my thoughts on its usefulness in certain scenarios, and close things out with a brief narrative description of the spell taking place. Today's spell is Aid. Aid is a 2nd level abjuration spell that has a casting time of 1 action and a range of 30 feet. It has verbal, somatic, and material components, if your DM requires them, meaning that there will be words, motions, and specific items needed to cast the spell. The specific item needed for casting Aid is a tiny strip of white cloth. The duration of Aid is 8 hours, meaning that once it's cast, its benefits will stay in place for exactly 8 hours. The description of Aid via the player's handbook on page 211 is as follows. Your spell bolsters your allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 creatures within range. Each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration. Aid can be cast at higher levels to bolster its effectiveness. When you cast this spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, a target's hit points increase by an additional 5 for each slot of level above 2nd. This means that at 3rd level, you would be healing the target for a total of 10 hit points instead of 5. At 4th level, you would be healing the target for a total of 15 hit points, and so on. Aid is a great spell to use as it benefits multiple party members with healing and maximum hit point increases. This means if you have an ally that has a current maximum of 50 hit points and they've dropped to 25 hit points, casting Aid on them at its base of 2nd level will heal them to 30 hit points right away, but will also increase their maximum hit points to 55 for a full 8 hours, giving them that extra boost for the next potential encounter after they've been fully healed. Because of the ability to target multiple individuals, the long duration, and the ability to heal as well as enhance the maximum hit points, Aid can be a very useful spell to add to your repertoire. As Cassian struggles to his feet, you rush over to him, tearing off a small piece of white cloth. You lay it across the wound on his shoulder, tracing your fingers back and forth while you mutter a few quick words. You watch as the wound begins to close and heal over. Cassian looks at you in astonishment, feeling a much greater potential in his resolve to withstand future enemy assaults, as he stands a little taller and readies his sword. Cassian is definitely a fan of Aid, and I think I am too. It can be a very useful and potentially clutch spell to have prepared. Thank you for watching. Please comment below what your own thoughts are on Aid, and feel free to share stories from games you've played in where it's been used. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Come back and join me tomorrow as we discuss yet another Daily Spell.